We are going to talk about day one that we saw at PAX. So, first thing is Dragon Ball Breakers. It's a 1v7 Dragon Ball game. Um, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't get the rundown on the rules or anything, but that was no big deal. It was pretty quick to pick up. You're a survivor trying to find little parts of a time machine so you can escape Cell, who is another player. And it was pretty neat. I was surprised at how kind of scary it was, where I was scouring a building and then Cell flew by and he saw another player who was on another building. He just blew him up. It was really funny. But yeah, that game was really neat. I died right away. Not right away, but I died. I tried to go toe to toe with Cell. I had a rocket launcher. I thought I could take him. Didn't work out for me. But Dragon Ball Breakers was cool. I'm excited to see like how the full thing works, because especially with like freezes in it, boos in it. The only thing I worry about is like how often are you gonna get to play as the villain? Because especially if it's 1v7, that's doesn't seem like you're gonna get to play them very often, and that seems like the more interesting person to be. Next one was WrestleQuest. WrestleQuest was really cool. I grew up watching a lot of wrestling, like Attitude Era, 90s wrestling. I kind of fell off of it, but I still like keep up to date on the little things every once in a while. But this is like a Super Mario RPG, but for wrestlers. Um, they have, they said over 30 licensed wrestlers in it. Macho Man Randy Savage is our main like fixture of the game. So Andre the Giant in it. But it plays really cool. Every battle takes place in an arena or a wrestling ring, and you build up hype with the crowd to get bonuses. So the more exciting you're playing, the more excited the crowd gets, and the better bonuses you get during the fight. And then you can pin the opponent to take them out. You can do taunts. You can customize your wrestling entrance. The plot's kind of funny, and it seems really neat. It's got like a little toy aesthetic to it, where all the characters are like action figures. And yeah, I was really surprised at how cool that game was. Just the overall look and just feel of it. Very cool game. Next up was Glitch Busters. So this was a four-player co-op competitive game. You play as these little AI dudes who are like emoji shaped, and you're in like this internet world, like think Wreck-It Ralph 2. And you're just fighting some viruses as you make your way through the level. It's cute, it's fun. I kind of like it whenever a game lets you, or it's a cooperative game when you can kind of take over your friends, and in a fun way, of course, not like an unfun way. So like you can step on each other to make like a tower, and so I hopped on top of the other players, and I just avoided all damage while they took all the hits, at the cost of them being able to get all the points since they're on the ground and I couldn't pick up any points. But it's still, and then they picked, I guess the player at the bottom got tired of our shit, so he picked us up and threw us over the edge. Um, it's fun, it's a cute little thing. Probably my favorite, if not like top three thing that I've seen this show is Vice Undercover. I was told it was Papers, Please meets Five Nights at Freddy's, which seemed weird, but it really worked. You play as a undercover cop in the cartel in Miami, 1980s, and you break into their office building to get on their computer, where they have all of their databases and info. And so you're chatting in a hypnospace outlaw style fake internet UI, with your handler, and he's giving you missions like, hey, we need info on this dude. Search their database and find the info, and then you'll get money to better upgrade the computer so you can make it run faster and everything, because you can't have too many programs open or else the memory is overloaded. But then occasionally you do need to get off the computer and check the camera system, because there are cartel members patrolling the building. So you need to do that and hide if they're ever coming towards your room. My game broke, so I didn't get that far. Well, I got far, but I didn't get to the end of the demo to actually deal with that. But I was told like they will come into the room and you have like a split second to pull out your gun and shoot. But they said you have to be careful because you have to be paying attention to the cameras, because it might just be a janitor that comes in. And if you weren't paying attention to the cameras, you might have just accidentally killed the janitor. And there's not a morality system. There's a narrative system where you can choose to help the police or help the cartel, because you'll eventually get missions from the cartel members and you can help them out with things, and that'll change the way the narrative goes. And Yeah, the whole vibe was very much up my alley. It was very cool. Definitely, probably one of my top recommends for the show. My biggest surprise was High on Life. We went to another hotel to play that. It's not on the show floor. Honestly, some of the earlier footage seemed like it was like the worst aspects of the Rick and Morty humor, and so I was a bit nervous about going into this. But in the context of the full length demo, not having any jokes like cut out on their own, it's very funny. It was really funny. Like I was laughing out loud with my friends the entirety of the demo. It plays really well. The world itself was really cool to look at, and just poking around and seeing what your gun would say to other characters. The NPCs are all real, have a lot of really funny things to say. The voice acting is pretty good. They've got a killer cast that I don't think I've seen them advertising. Like Tim Robinson's in it, JB Smoove is in it, like Zach from Smiling Friends is in it, and they're really funny in it. And then we got to speak with Justin Roiland, which you can see. There should be clips of that somewhere in this profile. The full length thing would be on the YouTube. Justin Roiland was very nice, so nice. He chatted with us for like an hour. Most of that wasn't the interview. We were just shooting the shit. He was a very nice guy. But yeah, I was really surprised by how much I really liked High on Life.